So the next topic is list. So list is a data type in Python and which is kind of an array, but it's not an array. So to understand the concept, you can think it is like an array, but it's not an array because in array we have homogeneous elements, which means that elements are of same data type, but in list we can have elements of different data types. So list is a sequence, which means it's iterable, and it's mutable, which means that we can the change any element at any index of that particular list. And it's order, which means if I've entered anything at index 0 or I've entered anything first, so it will be there at that position only. It will not be changed while I'm printing it. So the any element entered at index 0 will always stay at index 0, it will stay at the starting of the list. It will not move to any other position. So that means the order. Okay, so list is identified by a square bracket. Okay, so this is the empty list. If I'll run it and if I will print this list, it will be empty. Okay, it's an empty list, and we can populate or we can make a list like this: 1 2 3 Python. Okay, so this is also acceptable, like it's different data type, integer and string, because list can have different data type. You can see this. We can also make list using the list constructor. So L1 is equal to list bracket and then whatever we want. Okay, so if I want to write 1 2 3, okay, so I can do it. Print li1. Okay, list object is not callable. We need to add a square bracket. Why it's not callable? It's callable. Why? It's the constructor works. The list constructor works. Okay, so I have another example for this. So if I want to make a list from A to D, A, B, C, D, containing first five characters of English alphabet, so I can simply write a string A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and when I will run it, why it's not running? It works. Okay, so okay, okay. I know what the issue is here. So what happened? I made this list here and it's overwritten the list constructor. So what I will do, I will restart the kernel. Okay, and now okay, so now after restarting, what happens? The interpreter has forgotten about this thing. So if I will do print list, so it will just print class list. It's not printing this list. Okay, so so I was telling you about A B C D E. So it will make a list containing A B C D E. So I will print li1. Okay, A B C D E. So I will go back to that 1, 2, 3, 4 again. I'm changing in this list only. Okay. So I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, even I can write it as a string also. Okay, so it will take a string. Okay, now I can write 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can also write it as in square bracket. Okay, so it was just a single 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and if I write 1 comma 2 comma 3, okay, and run it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can also make it like this. Okay, so while telling you about the range function, I told you range returns the list of integer. Okay, so I can make a list using that range because it returns a list of integer. So I can write range. So what if I want from 2 to 20? So I will write 21 because the n goes to n minus 1 and print. So 2 to 20, I've got my list. Okay, so I've told you earlier the list can contain any data type. Okay, so it contains the integer 10.2. This is, sorry, 10.2. It's a float, now a string, a string of character, and then another list 2 comma 3. Okay, then we have a tuple which I will tell you later. It is that is denoted by parentheses. So I'm writing 7 comma 8, and when I will print it, print li, and also print type of li. Okay, so this is the list and this is the class, that type of list. So the one thing is that even if it's accepting the other values, like all the data type, it's still retaining. So for this, like for this list is this element at this index is integer, this is float, this is string, this is list, and this is a tuple. Okay, so I told you about one thing, that this list is mutable. So if I want to change this a into what I can write a, I want to change it to apple. Okay, so I can simply uh, write as li and second index is equal to apple, and then I will print li. Okay, so it changed a to apple, you can see here. Okay, so this is mutable, and string are immutable. That means that the any element at any index can't be changed. So I'll show you that immutable thing again. If I have a string, st is equal to, this is, okay, string, this is Python class. Okay, so I want to write st 1 2, I'll take any character 0 1 2 3 4. So at 4 I want to enter hyphen. Okay, I want to enter hyphen, so print st. So it's showing str object does not support item assignment. So this is the property, this is the example of immutable. So string is immutable and our list is mutable. So Okay, so this all contains all the other example of mutable and immutable. Sorry, mutable of mutability of string, sorry, list, and this contains the different example how the string can be made. Okay, so now the next topic we have is indexing. So I'll clear this screen first. Jupyter can be cleaned using clear using double D, pressing, and I will restart the kernel. Okay, so next we have indexing in Python. So as string, Python is also zero-based indexing. So I will take the example li is equal to uh okay, so I will take the list of an integer. Okay, 2, 12, 3, 45, 21, 65. Okay, 60, 89. Okay, so I've taken this list to show you indexing and slicing. So the list is also zero based index, which means the first element will be 0. So li 0. If I do li 0, so it will be 2. So the first element is always 0. So the last element will be the last element will be uh, len li minus, okay, minus 1. So the index of it's 7. So we have this is the size, the length of this list is 8, and the index of this last character is 7. So list as string is also zero based index, and this is the positive indexing. And if I want to do negative indexing, it starts from -1, -2, and goes till minus length of the list. So if I do li, and if I want to print the I'll go with third last. So the third last character element is 65, and if I'll run it, it will be 65. So it also supports negative indexing, which means I can do the indexing from reverse. Okay, so this is the example of positive indexing, and this is example of negative indexing. Then we have slicing. I've told you the slicing in string. The slicing in list is similar to slicing in string. So, okay, so I will clear this and I will run this again. Okay, so I want to do slicing. So slicing is same. The variable name, square bracket, the start, colon, the end, and step. So what if I want to print from third character to sixth character? So I will write 3 colon 7. Okay, and if I want to print from 08 to 6, so I can write 0 also, and I can leave it empty also. Okay, and what if I want to print from fourth index to the last index? So I can leave it as empty, or I can write alien of the length of the list. Okay, and then we have step size. Okay, so I want to write from second element to the last. I can leave last and then 2. So what will happen? It will start from the second 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. It will start from 3 and print every second element. So 1, 2, 21, 1, 2, 60. It will print 3, 21, and 60. So even for this slicing, people get confused that if slicing is 2, it will start from 2. no. um, the if it will start from 2, no, it will always start from the if first start of index which is given. So if we'll write 1 here, so it will start from 12, then it will be 45, then 65, then 89. So don't get confused that if indexing is 2, so it will start, sorry, stepping is 2, then it will start from the 2 second index. No, it will start from the index mentioned here. If no index is mentioned here, it will start from the 0th index and will print every second element. So 2, then 3, then 21, then 60. Okay, then we have negative index reverse. So if I'll do just -1, so it will print in reverse. And if I'll write -1 and then, okay, so it will also print in reverse. By default it will take minus of this -8 or the first index by default. If I will not write anything here, so what will it do? It will print only this first. It will print only this. Okay, and if I'll leave this empty, it will not do anything. So we need to mention -1 also for reverse. Okay, so if I write, okay, if I write -1 to -3, so let's see, and if it's not there, so it will not print anything. We need to write -1 also to tell it that I want to reverse the string. Okay, so -1, -2, -3. Okay, so what if I want to reverse and every second? I can also start from 2 also. It will start from the 60 -2, and I will, okay, I will write it as 3 for no confusion. So I will start from the third element and I will print every second element, and that in reverse. Okay, so 65, 45, 65, 45, and 12. Okay, so this is the different type of slicing that we can do in Python or in list data type. Next, I have which I want to tell you is traversal. So traversal can be done using for loop and while loop, and both are same in Python. There is no difference for loop and while loop. Okay, so in for loop we can simply write for object in sequence. So sequence is li here, print I, and we don't need to print the index. We can simply it will pick the object, sorry, the element automatically. Okay, so 2, 12, 3, it printed it. What if I want to include indexing? I can include indexing for I in range. Like if my work is being done without using more words and more keywords, it's easy to just write for I in sequence. So if you want to include range, so you can write length list and then print li to I, because here now I will pick the the output that will come from this range, which will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now if I want to print it in while loop, so what I will do is, okay, so what I will do, I will write I is equal to 0, then for a while j, okay, while I is less than uh, length of li, okay, colon, and then print, okay, li I, and then I will increment this I plus is equal to 1. So you can see the list is here. Okay,